Jasper High School for tonight's contest featuring the visiting New Heights Christian Cougars and your hometown Jasper Lady Eagles. Let's wish the students good luck in tonight's contest. We encourage all spectators at tonight's game to keep in mind that good sportsmanship is expected by Jasper Northwest School District in compliance with the Missouri State Athletics Association. Setting good examples for our students, players, and youngsters in attendance is essential for the success of our programs. Thank you in advance. Please take a moment to notify the exits at either end of the gymnasium in case of the need to evacuate. Please pay attention to the public announcer. Would you please stand for our national anthem?
All right, welcome in everybody to tonight's broadcast as the New Heights Lady Cougars visit Jasper Lady Eagles. This is the first game of the new year for New Heights.
Beaver.
So tonight we start with our starting lineups. Number 10, senior Jessie Beaver.
Number 1, sophomore Natalie Storm.
And for Jasper, sophomore, number 1, Natalie Storm.
Heights, number 21, junior, Katie.
So we got a little lineups here.
Carly Doris.
So number 21, Carly Doris, senior.
Number 3, freshman Callie Hills.
Hey, number 3 for the Lady Eagles.
For the Cougars,
who's not on their print-off roster. I didn't catch that name. Number 4 for the New Heights Cougars, Ellen Nelson. For Jasper, number 20, Chloe Storms.
A sophomore, number 2, Julia Sanchez.
Number 2, Julia Sanchez, a sophomore for New Heights.
Number 23, senior Olivia Roberts.
For the Eagles, number 23, Olivia Roberts, a senior.
A senior, number 3, Allie Stout.
And for the Lady Cougars, number 3, Allie Stout.
Freshman, number 24, Brinley.
And number 24 for the Eagles, freshman, number 24, Brinley Roberts. So great to see Stout back in the lineup after being injured in the Mocan Classic. Sprained her ankle really bad. Good to see her back in the lineup. Such a major contributor and part of our offense. So good to have her back. We've got our full regular starters here for the first time in over a month.
Good luck, ladies.
So the Cougars haven't had a game here since December, and so always that first game back, try not to be sluggish, try to come out fast, and after eating too many cookies and hanging around watching too many movies over Christmas break. So tip here. And Cougars able to secure the tip. That's over to Beaver. Beaver looks to set up the offense, dribbles back up to set it up. Got Nelson in the high post as the Eagles are running they're running a 2-1-2, but they're just kind of putting one up on the top and ball pressure. And Jessie picks up her feet. And she's looking to make the enter pass to the high post. And so turnover on the Cougars' first possession. Cougars putting a little bit of pressure up high. Eagles continue to pass it back forward, look to the high post, tipped by Doris. Another tip, and we're going to get a foul there.
Foul's called on the play.
Got a foul on Julia. She was coming through trying to poke that ball free. And it'll be the Eagles' ball underneath. Looks in low post, not there. Trying to find that secondary pass, got to get rid of it. And good turnover, good forced turnover there by the Cougars. Lost down, good find. Trying to find Doris. Unable to come up and secure it. Pass just a little bit low. So 24 bringing the ball up. Guarded by Beaver, and she's going to get called for a double dribble. So I think we're early in the game. It's 4 turnovers, no shots taken yet. Kind of expect that a little bit coming off a break, being a little bit rusty. You're trying to find your feeding. Doris looks for the 3, doesn't take it. Passes into Nelson. Nelson makes a move, drives in, goes up. No foul called. Shot's just short. And we'll see Roberts bring the ball up, freshman. Pushes with her right hand, brings it up. Looks in, and that pass was underneath. Good pass underneath as Roberts cut through to the baseline and gets a 2 shots and goes to a 2-0 lead. Stout over for 3 and good. Man, we have missed Allie and she's been injured. And her first shot is a great 3 at range. So ball over to Roberts. Roberts looks to drive in, and she's going to get. There's going to be a foul called.
Foul's called on the play.
That foul's called on.
Prater checks in.
And so we see Prater come in, number 5, sophomore. Ball's passed in. Open shot, doesn't take it, drives in, instead kicks the ball out wide. Ball up top. Storm, and then she'll take the 3. Ball short. Stout chases down the rebound. Finds Beaver. Cougars moving a transition down to Nelson. Nelson skips it back over to Doris. Doris drives in, takes the jumper. And Eagles come down with the rebound. Score 3-2 Cougars. Cougars drop back into a set. Instead of pressuring that ball up, going to a 2-3. Roberts passes the ball over, looks into the high post for Storm. Storm skips it back over to other Storm. Ball to number 3. Ball's tipped by Beaver. Pass down to Storm. She's looking for the entry pass. 3 takes the shot and bounces around. The ball is good. 4-3 Eagles. Beaver pushes the ball up to over Doris' head. So trying to move in transition. That's what the Cougars want to do, is score in transition. It just passes it over her head. So Cougars now bringing single ball pressure. Roberts is able to handle it. Drives in, looks for the pass up top. Troy's able to get it. They're going to call it jump ball.
Jump ball is the call.
So Prater doing a good job of grabbing the hold of that loose ball. Sanchez having to set because of 2 early fouls. Ball comes in over the wing, up to the high post. Joey playing a lot of pressure. Get back up high, drive in, and ball's loose. Doris was looking for the deep pass, instead pulls it down, has a lane opportunity, skips it over to Beaver, and we're going to get a foul. So the Eagles did a good job of closing in on Doris, and the pass over to Beaver, just a little maybe too deep against the basket, but we get a foul here as number 42, Goodwin, checks in for Roberts. Cougars looking to create something. Ball to Prater, Prater over to Nelson. Stout for 3. Bounces long. Rebound by Storm. Ball bringing out by Roberts. Trying to put some trap pressure. Skip pass and then a skip pass. Beaver makes a good pass and good drive through. A great play by Beaver to tip that ball, take it down, good step through finish. So Cougars take back the lead, 5-4. Cougars looking to trap that. Good read by Prater. Beaver with another drive, going to draw the foul. And we're going to call that, and she's going to go for 2. So that pressure effective for the Cougars as they're starting to bring the trap up and just force an errant pass. And Beaver goes to the line to shoot 2. Ball bounces out on the first. Substitution here as Quaddy comes in for Nelson. 3:54 on the official clock. I'll let my clock catch up to it here in just a second. Beaver gets set for the second. Rims out. Loose ball. Eagles secure it. Passes the ball up to Storm. Storm finds it wide open. And she just misses it. Loose ball. And we got a jump ball. That'll go to the Cougars. So good one wide open underneath. Substitution here as Shannon comes in for number 3. So Beaver brings the ball up. And Eagles go man. Posting it, Jenna. Picks it back out to Beaver. Ball underneath. Quaddy's able to loose ball, come up with another loose ball. And eventually we get the jump call as the ball was rolling around and people were rolling around. Cougars bring the press. Ball in the Storm, trap up top, able to break the press, push it down to Roberts. Robert goes up, gets fouled by Quaddy. So Quaddy chose to play defense with her arms instead of getting herself in a position to play defense with her body. And Roberts goes to the line to shoot 2. Couple substitutions here. Roberts long on the first. Nelson checks in for Doris. And off on the second. Prater secures the rebound, passes it to fast break here by Goodwin. Goodwin shoots it long, and we're going to get another foul on Quaddy. She comes in for the late rebound attempt. And picks up her second foul. It's a foul underneath on the floor. So ball's passed in, drives in, just falls, and we're getting another foul called here as Nelson secured the loose ball, and the foul's going to be called on Roberts. Oh, excuse me. It's going to maybe Storm. Beaver brings the ball up. Cougars start wide. Over to Stout. So Eagles in a 2-1-2, matching the Cougars' offensive set. Ball gets tipped. Pass back. Push down the court. Another tip on it. Good hustle by Prater. Good hustle by Prater to get back down the court. To break up that pass and to secure the loose ball.
Timeout.
So Cougars hanging on to a 1-point lead, 5-4. Pretty sloppy here for both teams. It's just a few turnovers, missed shots, and neither offense has really been able to get going too much here early in the first set. The Cougars, whenever they apply the pressure, have been able to force some turnovers and get some decent looks based off of that. Eagles offensively, whenever they're able to break the press, are able to kind of get some looks. Just haven't been able to complete around the rim. They've had several different layup opportunities that they just haven't been able to finish. But that last play was good hustle by Prater. I was pretty sure they were going to call it out on us. but they called it out on the Lady Eagles. And so it'll be New Heights ball. Coming in 2:31 left in the first quarter. Beaver to bring the ball up. Looks to the high post, not there. Skips it back over to Doris. Doris handles the pass over to Nelson. Nelson looks for opportunity. Passes back, good hands in play. Pass by Quaddy. Needs to turn and look. Needs to turn and look at the defense. Kept looking for her next pass instead of looking for the girl that was leading up on her. So they're looking for the trap here. Up out of the high post. Ball's ripped free by Roberts. Cougars again having a tough time getting their offense going. Storm's going to drive in, and we got a timeout by the ref. Oh, somebody's down. So one of the Jasper players is down hurt, holding her ankle. Okay, I don't know if she stepped on somebody, rolled it on her own. This court has an edging around it, all the way around. It's just a lip. It's not very high, maybe just an inch or two, inch and a half. She didn't step or land awkwardly on that. So we're taking a little bit of a breather here. As coach checks out the player and makes sure she's okay. That's number 23, Lydia Roberts, a senior. The coach helps her walk off. Looks like she just twisted her ankle pretty good. Seems like it's a mindset. Hopefully she'll be able to come back into the game. So Sanchez with 2 early fouls hasn't been able to play most of this first quarter. It'll be white ball because of the rest timeout to take care of the injured player. Ball passed in here, trying to find look into that low post position, drives through, able to find open on the other side, ball back up to number 3. It's a good look, and again they're running a high-low option, and we got a foul and a make. So good one. Goodwin gets the and one. Jasper back the lead and completes the 3-point play. 7-5. Ball passed up to Stout. So the transition, nobody was cutting through the middle of the lane on that. He would pass it out to Stout. Stout looks over to Quaddy, to Doris, looking for that low. There's a skip pass just over her head. And ball into the Lady Eagles. 7-5. Ball's brought up. Skip pass over to number 3. Able to handle it. Pass up to 24, over to 1. Storm passes down. Good block by Quaddy. Good position. Oh, she's going to get called for the travel. She dragged her back foot. She was trying to make a decision to pass to. She changed her mind and dragged that back foot and get called for the travel. 1:02 left in the first. Gilbert takes the ball. Passes it into Roberts. Roberts drives through. Skips over number 3. Over to Storm. He drives in, takes a shot. It's off, gets her own rebound. Ball's loose. Doris able to secure the loose ball. Ball up to Nelson. Nelson thinks about it, fades away, shoots hard off the glass. Nobody there. Loose ball. Nelson tips it from behind. But Storm's able to control it. Ball to number 3, back into Storm in the high post. She dribbles down, pass over to 3, up to Roberts for 3. 10-5. Ball in the, waited too long. It was actually open underneath and couldn't figure out what she wanted to do with it. Passed it back out. So ball in the Storm. 6 seconds left on the clock. And chucks it in off the backboard. So a little flurry of points late in the first quarter for the Eagles, who are doubling up the Cougars. 10-5. Again, kind of sloppy play by the Cougars. Getting some opportunities to move the ball in transition, just not able to convert through passes or whatever. And then just too many fouls by being out of position, kind of by both teams. So Jasper trying to run that high-low set, trying to get the ball either in the high post down into the low post or from the short corner into a flashing from the high post down. And they've been able to get those opportunities when the Cougars are just not in position on defense, either by watching or by talking to each other. So really like whenever the Cougars are pressuring, that Lady Eagles done a pretty good job of not letting that pressure get to them. Cougars have been able to get a couple turnovers out of that. Major thing is they just haven't been able to get points out of their offensive set. A little bit of a height advantage here to the Eagles that they've been able to maximize on the boards and just kind of gumming up that middle and creating some hesitation maybe out of Nelson or whoever's playing that high post to either drive in and skip that next pass. But just generally just a little rusty here to start the game for the Lady Cougars. But we get the ball back here to start the second quarter and a chance to keep pushing. So ball into Beaver, sets up the offense, drives through, bounce pass to Nelson just between her legs. Sanchez back in, Nelson throws the ball, tipped by Roberts. Brings the ball up, passes it over, entries to Storm, passes it down to Goodwin. Nelson, good defense. Comes up with the ball, bounce pass in. Good look. Good look. Trying to find Stout on the weak side. But ball just picked off by Storm. Ball in the Storm. She's looking across to Goodwin. It's up to number 3, and we got 3 seconds in the lane. Oh, nope. We got a foul. I think it was I didn't see it directly. I think it was maybe a bad screen, illegal pick. So that foul's on number 20, Storm. I believe that's her second foul. Love the Stout. Stout passes it over to Sanchez. Little dribble drive action here. Doris looks, thinks. Pass it over to Sanchez. Down to Nelson. Doing a good job of crashing. Stout for 3, just a little long. Loose ball, Storm comes up with it. And Nelson doing a good job creating that jump ball. But we go back to the Eagles. But it's good to get in there and get that aggressiveness going. So Roberts will bring the ball down. Good run, a 1-2-2. Ball to, and gets called for a push. Looked to me like she had position. She just reached the ball. I didn't see any collision there, but ref thought he did. So So good. That time she got the reach. Stout using her quickness and drives all the way in. Oh, just rolls out. Great take by Stout. Poked by Nelson. Recovered by Eagles. Robert sets up the offense. 1-2-2 for the Cougars. Sanchez playing up top. Stout, Doris reads that pass. Tips it out of bounds. It was a great steal and finish by Stout, just rolled out. Oh! That was tough. Didn't see the foul. Thought maybe we'd get called for a foul or an out of bounds. Get called for neither. That's all. Using her speed. And she's going to get the foul that time. So you could really see the speed of Stout really clearly as she gets that ball and she just pushes. And Eagles having a tough time. A couple plays in a row where she's been able to push up the court. The Eagles having a tough time matching that quickness that she has. So Stout goes the line. Opportunity to score some points for the Cougars, which we haven't done in several minutes. And she's good on the first. Hopefully kind of broke the ceiling here, gave us the opportunity to start scoring some points. It's 5 points in the first quarter. Stout's long on the second. Cougars providing the press. Pass up. Storm scoots it back to Roberts. As the Eagles handle the pressure. Skip pass over to Roberts. Roberts entry pass. Shoots it up and floats it high and in. Good one. Stout. Oh, nice play. Great play by the Cougars to get the ball in quickly, pass it up. Doris being in position for the easy 2 points. Great play. Was up a good one. Good one over to number 3. Back injured. Pass behind her. Roberts secures the ball. Good pressure that time as the Eagles put all their ball handlers deep down on the court. Pass to the Storm and shoots from the L. Cougars go for the rebound. Pass up to Sanchez, almost steps out of bounds. Good drive. And gets the roll. Sorry, I was watching the action, I'm following it. But a great drive and play by Sanchez there. She's able to get the ball, weed through the defenders, and get a shot. Contested shot, just hard off the glass, but just caught the backside of the rim, hangs on and rolls in. And the Cougars, a little bit of a run here, a 5-2 run, as they pull back within 2 here with 4:45 left in the first half. So good play by the starters, getting their tempo back up, getting their rhythm back up, and really trying to push the ball and score in transition, which is what Coach B wants this team to be, is a transition offense. So great play by our guards. Again, I've said it a couple times this broadcast, but great to have Stout back in the lineup. And she adds so much to our team. Also good to have Sanchez, who had to sit early in the game with 2 fouls, get her back in the game, and just have another strong ball handler out there.
Olivia Roberts checks back in for Lady Eagles.
So Roberts to check back in after getting hurt early in the game, so it's good to see her back in the game. So Roberts to bring the ball up, over to Storm, back to Roberts. Drives down the baseline, takes a tough shot. She's going to get called. And Doris gets called for the foul. Oftentimes you get called for the swing. Not necessarily just the contact. She's off on the first. My clock is off from their clock. I wonder if they didn't run it this last stretch. So Roberts shoots her second. Long. Nelson secures the rebound. Pushes back up to Stout. Stout looks for Doris, well covered. And the Cougars set up their O. Into the high post, run a 2 high post option here. Skip pass. Gonna like drive, and yep, she sees Stout there. Shot's long, ball's loose. Doris secures it, goes up, floats it short. Trying to get position in there. And just shorts the shot. So that was a good running of the offense. Oh, good hands by Doris. Gets tipped in, Storm pushes in. Nelson gets called for a tough foul. She goes straight up. And Storm jumps into her. Oh, Nelson goes straight up, so maybe they called the block. So Storm's first shot bounces out. Eagles hang on to a 2-point lead, 4:07 left in the first half. Storm goes the first second. Bounces off, tip ball. The ball's able to come out. Nelson goes up. She's able to secure it. Good rebound and control off the block. Bounces over to Stout. Stout goes for the 2, shoots it off the glass. It was tough. Storm was coming in there strong. Pass over to number 23, Roberts, and good transition points for the Eagles. So with a Stout. Stout up to Beaver. In the high post. They're running their own high post option. Oh! Find yourself underneath the rim. Over to Beaver. Beaver drives in, over to Stout. She passes back up to Beaver. Beaver wants the 3. Bounces out. Nelson with a good rebound, and she's going to get called. And she's going to get a trip to the line on a contested shot.
Nelson's the line to shoot 2.
Not quite sure the player fouls here. They're not really changing them on the scoreboard. I believe that foul was on number 23's Roberts, but the scoreboard's not showing properly who that previous foul was on. Nelson first, second. Shot's long. Oh, that's going to stay. Yeah. So great play by Doris. She goes for the rebound, and it's last touch by Roberts. So the Cougars get another opportunity here. So pass to Nelson. Nelson tries to step through, picks up her pivot, and get called for the travel. And go back to Eagles. Cougars bring in the pressure. Ball's passed in to 20. She's driving all the way through. Ball's off. And we're going to call for another foul on 23. And Prater comes in for Sanchez. He'll get a breather. Coach gives the offense to Beaver. Beaver passes it, and now we got a 2 high post play. We get Doris and Nelson. It's up to the high post. She looks for that bounce pass, and she cuts down. Dribbles between her legs. Good crossover play. And good finish. Nice play by Doris. Gets the ball, goes between her legs, steps through the open position, and floats one in for 2. Oof. Nelson pokes the ball free. Stout takes her opportunity, bounces it off. Prater flies in for the rebound. It's over Doris. Cougars with some momentum here. And Beaver gets blocked. Cougars swarming the defense. Bounce pass in, and great play by Stout to break up, which would surely have been 2 points. So a good hustle there by the Cougars to get back on D. Goes ball underneath. Ball's in, floats in. She's got the inside on her. And Roberts gets 2. 4-point lead for the Eagles, 2:09 left. Ball's in a Stout. Read by Storm, who was ready for that cutter.
2 minutes.
Ball passed down. And another. Cougars having a tough time. Cougars having a tough time answering that low post pass. As that time, Storm found us out of position and extends it to a 6-point lead.
30-second timeout.
So Coach B calls a timeout to make some adjustments here. So Cougars have a tough time stopping that entry pass. So 12-18. Jasper leads. Minute 52 left in the first half. So the Cougars putting some points together, but Jasper showing what they can do in transition as well. Quaddy checks in as Doris gets a breather. Silver brings the ball up. She's in. Silver Quaddy. Quaddy passes the ball into Prater. Ball gets poked free. Beaver recovers. Screen by Nelson. Oh! So Beaver jumped looking for Nelson there. And ref says she was down. She was down before she got that ball out of her hands on the pass. Roberts brings the ball up. Sets up the offense. Still running that high-low. So number 3. Go to Roberts. Passes it down to Preston. Storms. And good defense by Quaddy. Pass up to Stout. Stout's got the lane. Takes a tough drive. Good play. Nelson goes up, draws the foul, and the point.
Nelson will lay in.
So good rebound by Nelson. Tips it to herself.
Call. Chance in the 3-point.
Goes back up with the basket. Has a chance to make a 3-point play to narrow the lead. Minute left in the first half. Nelson's free throw long. Thought maybe after 2 Eagles players were wrestling for it, that maybe they took the ball out of bounds, but it was off the Cougars. Roberts dribbling the ball up. Eagles change up their offense. So, good hands by Beaver. Poke the ball free. One-on-one, drives through. And a great layup by Beaver on that step through to narrow the lead down to 2.
Beaver with the lay-in.
Roberts brings it up. Goes again for that next pass. Pass it over Storm. Entry to Storm. Pass down low. And that's going to go off of Roberts. So well played by the Cougars on defense. Seconds left. He's going to hold it out for the last opportunity to tie it or take the lead here going into the half. On to Nelson. She passes it right away to Roberts. Good steal by Prater. Prater chucks one from deep. Oh! And just over the top of the rim on the far side of the backboard.
The Eagles 18 and the Cougars 16.
So score at halftime. Eagles have the lead, 18-16. So scoring opened up a little bit here in the second half. Excuse me, the second quarter is Lady Cougars get 11 points after just scoring 10 in the first quarter. So Cougars able to pull back into the contention here just a little bit. So we'll take a halftime break and we'll be back for the second half. Welcome back here for second half action as the Jasper Lady Eagles host New Heights Christian Academy Lady Cougars. First quarter, the Cougars came out real sluggish, big time mistakes on turnovers, and the second quarter got their rhythm going, did a lot better, scored 11 points in the second quarter. Eagles only playing 6 players tonight. I don't have their total fouls in front of me, but interested to see if any of those girls get into foul trouble here. That could be really detrimental for the Jasper Eagles. And so it'll be Cougars ball here starting the second half, just down by 2. First game after break for both teams. Ball passed into Beaver. Looks to set up her offense. Run and cut her all the way through, looking for that 3. Ball passed in between the legs. And Beaver just kind of protects the ball. She knows it's going to be backcourt. So I actually like that decision by Beaver to just kind of protect it, get the defense set back up. Step through by Roberts, left short. Ball's loose, Roberts goes back up. She's going to get called for the foul. On Nelson.
Roberts at the line to shoot 2.
And that'll send Roberts to the line to shoot 2. Now we see an adjustment here as we see the player and a foul up on the board. That's Nelson's second foul, which is good. Not usually, but sometimes Nelson gets into foul trouble early in the game. And long in the second, Sanchez comes up with the rebound, pushes the ball up to Beaver. Beaver looks for Stout, drives in, then passes back to Stout. Stout sets it up over to, and just throws it over. And again, Cougars having a tough time with their passing. Something that's hit us earlier in the year. Bites us here to begin the second half. Cougars providing pressure up high. Pass down. And a good break on the pressure. Pass in to Doris. Back in. Beaver. Doris drives. Nice left-handed take. Just falls short. Cougars are struggling with height. All pass through Beaver, passes it over to Doris. Doris takes it up herself and draws the foul. So I appreciate the Cougars making some work there in the paint, trying to create their own opportunities. So that's going to be the 3rd foul on Chloe Storm, the senior. And so she's going to get a substitution here. Doris gets to the line. Shoots her first free throw, it's good. Substitution here as Goodwin comes in. Again, like I talked about coming into the second half, only 6 players. Fouls become a thing, and Jasper does play physical basketball. 6:53 left. Doris shot good on the second. The free throw shooting to narrow the lead down to 3.
Goodwin checks back in for.
Ball's tipped by Nelson. Beaver shot, but Nelson doing a great job getting her own rebound there. And now it's just a 1-point lead. He's providing that pressure. Pass up to Roberts. Roberts open to 3. Back down to Roberts, who passes it down underneath. Oh! Oh. And Doris gets called for a foul. That's her 3rd foul. So now Storm goes to the line. First shot's good. So Coach leaves Doris in there with 3 fouls. And Storm's on in second. Rebound to Roberts. Storm over to number 3. Set up in the offense. All skipped over, looking for that high post action. Beaver plays the defense. By Storm. into the high post. She drives in, takes a tough shot. And we're going to get a foul here. Block on number 3 as Beaver gets the ball and starts to push it down the court. Get my clock synced up here. Beaver sets up the offense. They're using the spread offense. Stout by the screen, and they got the roll. Pass fake over to the top. Gets the drive, looks for the skip. Takes a tough shot from underneath the basket. And we're going to get a jump ball here.
Jump ball.
And the arrow goes to the Eagles.
Possession arrow goes
Who's
to
going to stay in their press. 2-point lead. Ball's jumped. Good play by Stout. Ball's loose. Got to be careful. Nelson reaching around her. Got to be careful she doesn't pick up her foul. Jasper's confused. And Stout takes advantage of the opportunity as the Eagles are rushing to the wrong side of the court. And so coach calls a timeout. I'm super confused. So easiest point you'll ever get in the game, as the Jasper Eagles were confused on what side of the court they were supposed to be on. So they're cleared out all the way down to the long side of the court. And the Cougars take advantage of the opportunity. I'm glad Stout made that shot. That's one you can't live down whenever you have no defenders on. You got to make that shot. So that bucket, though, an important bucket because it ties the score. And so it's now 22-22. And so it'll be the Eagles' ball up underneath. Cougars putting up full court pressure on. Ball's skipped over. Sanchez comes for the loose ball, unable to get it. Pass down to Roberts. Robert goes up for 2. And Jasper completes the break. And it's not after the Cougars had a couple different opportunities with it. Just couldn't secure the loose ball that they poked free. He brings the ball up. Drives in. Ball's poked. Maintains control. Passes to Stout. Stout looks. Dribbles 2 with her left. Through tons of pressure. Oh, it just rims out. Fights, pushes back for her own rebound, and that ball's going to go white. The Stout, probably one of the shortest people out there, in there fighting for her own rebound. Tries to poke it back to her teammate, and nobody's back there. 2-point lead, Jasper. Cougars jump. Great play by Nelson, passes down to Julia. Sanchez, who misses the layup. Beaver goes up, we're going to get a jump ball.
Jump ball's gone.
So that's going to be Jasper's ball. Great play by Nelson to jump and get that ball free. Coach wants him to stay up in the press. And Nelson does another good job poking that ball free. Great quick hands by Nelson. Really athletic player, so we got a substitution here.
Storm checks back in.
Yeah, Storm checks in for Goodwin. So Storm with 3 fouls. Gets checked back in to help with the break as Storm and Storm misread each other. Passes it over, and now we got
back in for Lady Eagles.
this time Goodwin's coming in for Storm. The other Storm. Yeah, the Cougars ball on the inbounds. She passes up 3, unable to save it. But that pass was read and tipped. Number 3, but it'll stay Cougars ball. And now Beaver gets the ball, sets up after a couple chaotic minutes of play here. We're Stout. Stout looks at Doris. Doris passes back up to Beaver. Beaver looks at that back pass. That's the play they wanted. And crushes the 3. The Cougars take back a 1-point lead. Oh, wait, you can't play that. You did not call that. So she passes it in. Nelson tips it back to her. She's out of bounds. Wait, what?
And the score checks back in.
Not instilling the confidence of the audience. A good one checks out. She passes it, catches it back in. And so the Cougars, good play by Nelson. They run the same play the other side. Nelson doesn't step through. That's going to be short. Cougars run a similar action play, looking for that three. Pass over to Storm. Storm looks at the entry pass. There's a couple players down there. She shoots wide, and that ball's poked out. And a couple substitutions here as the starting five are going to get some breathers as Prater comes in for Sanchez and Quaddy comes in for Doris.
Prater and Quaddy check back in for the Cougars.
2-3 zone on the inbounds play. Gets the opportunity, gets the flasher, and good rebound by Beaver. Beaver drives up into traffic, passes it over to Prater. Prater passes it over to Nelson. Nelson drives through traffic, drags the defender with her, and Nelson's going to go to the line. And that foul's number 4 on Chloe Storm. And so we're going to see Goodwin check back in for her. That's tough for them. They just are playing 6 players tonight. Nelson good on the first.
Nelson on the line is the first. Goodwin checks back in for the
So
Eagles.
we're going to see Storm set for a while. She's got 4 fouls. That's significant foul trouble for the Lady Eagles. Second shot is off, and Eagles come up with the rebound, push the ball up all the way. 3 goes up for the shot. It's short. Prater gets in position, but Roberts able to secure a rebound and ties the game up. 26 all. Pass down to Nelson. Nelson looks at the traffic, passes it out to Stout. Stout passes it up to Prater. Good strong play by Nelson to hang on to that ball. Jump stop through the traffic, no foul called. Pass back up. It's good use of the jump stop, but man, she was in traffic. Lady Eagles slowing down, catching their breath, passes it over to the top. Trying to flex the defense, get them moving. Shot by 3 is short. Gets her own rebound, and we're going to get a foul. She goes up for it, and that foul's on Nelson.
Now it's going to be on the line, shoot 2.
Excuse me, the foul was on
Timeout on the board.
Quaddy, her 3rd foul. And so 26-26, 2:57 left on the game clock here in the 3rd quarter. So definitely some movement here. Both teams have kind of loosened up, and Cougars doing a good job. Out there, some errant passes early in the 3rd quarter have made some really clutch passes here later on. So 26-26. So at least one Jasper Eagles in foul trouble with 4 fouls. Something that they have to watch, which is 6 players out there. So they are trying to run their high-low action. And so Cougars have to be able to adjust. I'm sure Coach B is over there talking to them specifically about that, about how to not get out of position. So we're going to get a couple free throws here coming out of timeout. As number 1, Natalie Storm, sophomore, goes to the line to shoot 2 off of the Quaddy foul. (26-26), the home crowd here. Cougars did not have school today. It's the last day of break. So they'll be back in school tomorrow. So Storm off on the first. Tie game remains. It's set for a second shot. Shoots long on that one. And Prater rips down the rebound. Pass it over to Beaver. Got 2 high screen posts. She picks her throw. She goes to the roll by Nelson. Nelson through traffic. And they'll make the shot. Beaver, good hands. Good athletic play to secure it. Looks through, passes it out to Prater. Prater skips it back. Quaddy looks for the drive herself. What a great play by Quaddy. Try and face the defense and drive in. Something we wanted to see a lot more of her. Passing that punt. It's a tough pass. Nope, let it go out of bounds. And Cougars force an errant throw. A couple substitutions here. Doris comes in for Quaddy. And Sanchez comes back in for Prater. So the Cougars put back their starters here with just 2:17 left in the third quarter.
Sanchez checks back in for New Heights.
So Beaver gets the ball set up top. Over to Doris. Doris gets that backdoor cut, tipped. So good defensive play there by Storm because Stout had a good look off that backdoor cut into the paint. That's over to 3. Coach calls out play number 4. High post is open. Good crash by Doris. Skip pass over for 3, and she makes it. Get back. Take back the 1-point lead. Over to Stout. Stout into Doris. Doris goes up, draws the foul. Good pass and good play by Doris on their transition. Doris goes into 2 players and puts it up. And that foul's on number 23, Olivia Roberts. That's just her second foul. 14 foul. So Doris gets set. And good shot on the first. Doris has shot well from the free throw line tonight. I think she's 3 for 3. Off a good play, good strong play, and the 2 defenders takes it up strong and gets to the line. Second shot, rolls out. Nelson gets the rebound, misses. She's had an opportunity to put it back up, but kicks it out to Sanchez. Sanchez drops the 3. And the Cougars have their largest lead of the night. A good steal there by Beaver, and she's going to draw the foul. So good play, good steal by Beaver to get that ball back. And that's going to be the second foul on Natalie Storm. So Cougars have an opportunity to extend their lead. It's the 3-point lead here now. And good swish by Beaver. Substitution here. Number 3 checks out. And we get to see Shannon for the first time tonight. Number 2. 4-point lead for the Cougars. Beaver goes up, misses it. Nelson comes out with the rebound and the putback and just floats it out. Don't get the unnecessary foul, and we got the unnecessary foul. So the frustration foul, she reaches in after her miss. If Ella Nelson ever watches this, use the glass, Ella. Use the glass. And so Nelson has to step out with her third foul. And so Quaddy checks in. Comes out, bounce pass over to 2. And Jenna is going to get called for her 4th foul. 2 shots. Not quite sure why she's getting 2 shots. Not sure why she's getting 2 shots if she wasn't shooting in the process. She was just trying to get control of the ball off the pass. Ball drops dead off the right side. Quaddy's going to get pulled out of the game with her 4th foul as Prater checks back in. So Shannon's second shot bounces in. Now it's just a 3-point lead. Beaver pushes the ball down. I like whenever they're pushing the ball into the paint. They've been able to have some great opportunities and kicks. Oh, nice pass. Prater goes in, kicks it back over to Doris. Doris looks for 3, shoots it long. Stout comes in, knocks the ball loose. And we got a foul here on, so foul on Storm on the loose ball. And so that'll go to the line now as the Cougars are in bonus. So Prater goes to the line to shoot 2. First shot's good.
Prater to the line, shoot 2.
It's a good shot by Prater. So 51 seconds left on the game clock. Cougars, both teams are actually in bonus now. And a swish on the second. A good free throw shoots by Prater. Cougars done a great job. Oh, and Prater's going to get called immediately for the foul. And she wanted to run through and try to run through that ball, but instead creates the collision. And Olivia Roberts now is going to go to the line to shoot 2. Cougars with their largest lead of the game, 5 points. Shots good on the first. Ready to get set. Ready for her second shot. 49 seconds left on the game. On the third quarter. Shot short. Rebounds loose. The Cougars able to secure it. Good way of getting on the ground. Weaver slows it up. Pass it over to Stout. And looking to steal that ball. Looks like Cougars maybe trying to run out the clock here for the second quarter. Or excuse me, third quarter. Cougars just running down the clock. Pass it between our 2 guards. Steal by Roberts. Loses control, draws the foul. Roberts puts the pressure on. And steals the ball from Stout. Stout trying to get back in position. And then Roberts is able to maintain control to get an opportunity to go to the free throw line. That's Stout's first foul of the game. 4-point lead for the Cougars. 12.5 seconds on the game clock left in the third quarter. She's good on the second. Now it's a 3-point lead. Cougars get the ball up and she double dribbled. So she was looking to pass the ball up, second thought herself, and created a double dribble. Ball up to Roberts. Roberts looks for the last opportunity. Shannon for the 3. Roberts for the long 3. And it's off. And Cougars come out of the third quarter with a 3-point lead.
Cougars 35 and Lady Eagles 32.
So getting ready to go here into the fourth quarter. Cougars started down just 2 points and were able to finish the quarter with a 3-point lead. Nelson checks back in for the Cougars. So foul trouble that I'm aware of, I think there's just 2 players with 4, Quaddy with 4, and Storm, number 20, Chloe Storm, the senior, with 4 fouls in the game. Again, when you're running just 6 players, Cougars just run 7. Or so far this game, we only run 7. Fouls become a thing late in the game. Cougars doing a good job of putting that pressure on. Every once in a while, Jasper Eagles are able to break it. But I really like what the Cougars have been able to do when they've been able to push the ball in the lane, either dribbling or passing, to kind of create those secondary shots. By kicking it out, we're looking for the open person underneath. Offensively for the Eagles, they haven't really been able to get their action going as much here lately, as the Cougars have made some good adjustments to slow that down on that high-low. High-low, just look for the open person or the high-low cut through.
Lady Eagles will have possession of the ball as we start the fourth quarter.
So it'll be Eagles ball here to start the fourth quarter. Good back and forth game here. Nelson back in the game. Back with our original 5 starters for the Cougars. Priscilla for the drive. And dribbles the ball, brings it low. We're going to have a jump ball, and it'll stay Cougars. What? Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah. Oh, still by Nelson. Nelson goes up. Just rims out. Does use the glass that time in her defense. Just a little too strong. Definitely some contact there, but not enough to warrant a foul. That's over to Goodwin. Goodwin passes up to the top. Over 3. Good read by Sanchez. Unable to secure the ball. Skip over and drive in. Good defense. Gets her own rebound. And the foul. So Roberts drives in. Gets her own rebound. And that's number 4 on Nelson. That's the kind of foul trouble we don't want to see Ella in, that she creates so much pressure and turnovers. And so Nelson's going to grab a breather as Quaddy comes in with 4 fouls. A couple players here with 4 fouls for the Cougars now. Second shot's also good. Now it's just a 1-point lead for the Eagles. Got the high screen, roll, over to, Stout, and she crushes it. Great shot, great play. Important points for the Lady Cougars. Go up 4, 7 minutes left in the game. Tough pass in. And Stout doing a great job, pushes the ball back. Quaddy pokes it free. Ball's loose. Shorted on the ball, nobody getting the rebound. And Quaddy's going to foul out of the game. So that's a hustle foul. We'll take that foul. And so Storm goes to the line. So some big free throws here to keep. So Quaddy's done for the night with 5 fouls as Prater checks in. So big free throw shooting. Oh man, good job by Prater. That looked like it was about to be, even though Doris had position, that ball was loose enough. Prater ripped it out and forced the jump ball. So good play by Prater. 3-point lead. High screen. Rolls, cuts through. Nice play. Oh, another loose ball. So good play by Beaver. Just rolls out. A couple of tough layups. Good position, good play, everything. Just not being able to sink it. 2-foul. Loose ball. She throws it out. Ooh, a little bit of an elbow there. Ball underneath. Man, physical here. It's just a 1-point lead. Screen set on her back. Doris looks up. Skips the pass. Tough pass. Ooh. Good pass. Man, good strong pass by Stout. Looking for the inside. Just Jasper is able to get a hand on it.
White ball! White ball!
Pass in for 3. Drew's providing the pressure. Roberts handles it by herself. Pass it over to sister or cousin. Oh, tough pass. Woo. Really good control by Roberts to hang on to that ball and to still get a good shot up after a nice pass. He drives the ball in. So with Stout. Slick floor, able to hang on to it. And we're going to get a moving screen on Prater. She comes in. And we got Nelson coming in. She's coming in for Prater.
Nelson checks back in for New Heights.
So Nelson with 4 fouls. So tough here. Nelson now in foul trouble. Cougars jump. Tip pass by Nelson. Don't get that foul. So Nelson reaching through that pass, not wanting her to pick up her 5th foul. She created all that confusion by tipping that ball initially. Jasper with a 1-point lead. Screen, good screen. And Beaver drives through, draws the contact. And it'll be black ball underneath. 5 minutes left. That's just the first foul on Goodwin. Passing to Nelson. And good shot there for the Cougars to take back a 1-point lead. Pass in, looking for that. Beaver tries to block it. Pass over Roberts' head. Good play by Doris to secure it. Throws it right back to the other team. And loose ball here, we're going to get a foul called on Doris. So foul here. So 1-point lead for the Lady Cougars. Pass into Roberts. Roberts turns around. Tough shot over the defenders. And ref was talking to somebody, telling her to let it go. Not quite sure who he was talking to. Jasper takes a 1-point lead. 4.5 minutes left. Pass up to Doris. Doris takes for 3. Oh, just off the side. Cougars. Good plays by Roberts here late in the game. Pass up to Nelson. Nelson skips it over to Stout. Stout for 3. Oh! And we're going to get a jump ball. Sanchez does a good job of getting her hands in there. Eagles ball.
Possession arrow goes to
So Storm comes in for Goodwin. Storm with 4 fouls to sit out the first part of the fourth quarter.
Natalie and Chloe Storm check back in for Lady Eagles.
4-point lead. Good hands by Nelson to tip that ball. Finds Beaver underneath, gets her footing, just misses the rebound or putback. Goes up again, draws the foul.
Foul called on the play.
And so she'll go to the line to shoot too. So a foul this time is going to be called on Roberts. That's her 3rd foul. She's pretty gassed. She's been playing pretty strong there for Jasper.
Goodwin checks back in.
Goodwin checks in. Sticks in for Roberts, who's made some big plays. She's got 3 fouls. Gets ready for her second. And Robson. Cougars stay in their press. He passed in. Nelson tips that one again. Nelson has such good hands on these inbounds. Has created several just tip balls, which has generated some turnovers for the Cougars. Just got to keep her out of foul trouble here. Long pass, overhead to Storm. She's able to secure it. Skips it over to the weak side to Goodwin. She goes up for 2. No good. Storm goes up. Shot's blocked. Nelson rips the ball free. Has a drive opportunity here. Pushes down the court. Gets it over to Stout. Ball's poked free. Ball over to Beaver. Great find. Oh, man. It's such a beautiful pass. Don't get the foul. Jeez. Just watching Nelson just can't help herself but get in the action. I still want to pick up that 5th. So Roberts comes back in after getting up New Heights ball. They read that pass. Passing to Nelson. Nelson gets called for kind of a dicey travel. Got the pump fake. I'm not quite sure it was a foul or a travel. On to Roberts. Roberts passes it over 3. Back pass behind her. Pass over to Nelson. Nelson drives in. Gets fouled. Going up. She kind of scoops it up. And foul is called on number 1. On Natalie Storm. That's her 4th foul. So now we've got 2, both Storm sisters or cousins are in foul trouble with 4 each. Nelson long on the first. So number 3 sets out.
Shannon checks in.
Shannon checks in. 2-point lead for Jasper, 3:14 left in the game. And a good shot on the second, now just a 1-point lead. Ball's passed hard and long. Doris looks for that skip pass, not quite there. Stout picks it up. Jasper the 1-point lead. Cougars doing a good job on that pressure, forcing passes. That's a bad pass. Nelson passes it pretty much right to Roberts. Roberts slows it down to set it up. Coach wants her to slow down. Ball past that high post position and the free cutter. That's the play they've been wanting to run. They just haven't been able to get it going here for a while. Pass up, tough pass for Nelson, or excuse me, Doris. On the triple coverage and able to get the ball out of there. Roberts skip pass over to 2. Back over to Roberts, over to Storm. So Jasper slowing down the game with a 3-point lead. Couple screens running through, dribbles all the way underneath, ball's poked free. Oof. On the Storm. Storm, nobody down there to guard her. Blocked by Nelson. And jump ball. Well, we got a timeout. Timeout before they could call the jump.
Timeout, Lady Eagles.
Getting heated here in Jasper, Missouri. First game of 2026. Both sets of fans hate every call that's not their way. But I guess that's kind of standard. So Nelson with 4 fouls for the Lady Cougars. Natalie Storm and Chloe Storm both have 4 fouls for the Eagles. 1:46 left in the game. I'll run down my clock to match it. And a 3-point lead. So Cougars missing some layups. After making some big plays, big steals, just unable to finish underneath the rim. Those missed layups really kind of hurt them here. And Jasper Eagles doing a good job of hanging on to some composure and got their offense to work for them and been able to find some wide open players as the Cougars are applying a lot of pressure. A lot of game left, 1:46 left. On to Shannon. Shannon doesn't know what to do with it. Sanchez gets a hand on it. Cougars dropping a man. Goes for the reach over to Roberts. Roberts over to Roberts. Skip pass over to Storm. Storm up to Shannon. All back over. Cougars definitely go for it. Find the opening. Ball's tipped by Stout. Again poked. Nelson reaches in there and she's going to get called and she's out of the game. So Roberts goes down pretty hard. And that's 5 fouls as Nelson's done for the night.
Prater checks in.
So Prater checks in to finish the game out in her spot. Cougars down. 2 players have 5 out so far this game for Lady Cougars. Freshman Brindley Roberts off on the first. 1:16 left in the game. Second shot, flips out. Good rebound by Roberts. Prater able to get a hand on it. And good hands by Doris. Just a 3-point game here for the Cougars. The Cougars have been able to poke the ball, just they've been able to get some of their hands on it, just not finishing. Doris drives in, kicks it back out to Sanchez. Sanchez looks for the skip over to, quick 3, real hard. So they're in bonus.
Foul call on the play.
And so now we're going to get free throws. So coach wants, so Prater going up there for the steal gets called for the foul. And send Natalie Storm to the free throw line to shoot 2. And Coach Blankenship calls a timeout.
Timeout call on the floor. Full timeout.
So 41.7 seconds left in the game. Momentum definitely Eagles' way as the Cougars are kind of backs against the wall as far as they're having a foul here to try to create opportunities for them to hold on possession. Eagles content to run a stall offense and kind of create openings as the Cougars are having to trap and play really, really tight. So they've been able to create some points off of that. So pretty important to, I was talking about a minute ago, is the Cougars have been able to get their, poke the ball, just not able to get full control of it. And it's not necessarily any fault of their own. It's just these loose balls that haven't just been able to go their way. And without maintaining control of the ball, the Eagles have gotten second shot opportunities. So the Eagles will go to the free throw line. With a 3-point lead and 2 shots. So Storm goes to the free throw line to shoot 2. 3-point lead, 41 seconds left. That's good on the first. That's in a 2-possession game. So getting some pretty important free throws made by Jasper here late in the game. Off on the second. Good rebound control by Sanchez. Beaver pushes the ball up. Over to Doris. Doris has an open 3. Oh, just throws the ball away. Trying to find. She's putting the pressure on, and we're going to get a quick foul here. So some miscommunication there by the Cougars as Doris was looking for Stout. She was looking for Stout and just passed right to the defender. And that's a 4-point lead as freshman Brinley Roberts goes to the line to extend it. So it's going to stay a 2-possession game. Cougars got to get down there and score quick, get control, and get another shot off. Roberts off on the second. And that ball goes off. Sanchez went to tip it, but the ref said it rolled off of Roberts' hands. Ball passed over to Doris. Got the screen. Doris for 3. It makes it. And we got a quick timeout. Very important 3 there. Good shot by Doris. Nobody picks her up at the high post, so she just turns and fires it. And cuts the lead down to 1. So it'll be the Eagles' ball. They're going to be throwing the ball in. Wish Nelson was there guarding on ball. She does such a great job of tipping those passes and creating it. So I'm sure Coach B is telling them, hey, let's put all the pressure we can and force a bad throw on the inbounds. If they get it inbounds, foul them immediately. Send them to the free throw line to get an opportunity there. So I'm not quite sure. So Prater has four fouls. So 1 more foul on Prater. She'll be fouled out. It'll be the 3rd Cougar to foul out tonight. We'll have to dive into the bench a little bit. Some players that haven't played yet tonight. A pretty big play here. That was a great play by Dorsch. Just a confident three, nothing but net to cut the lead down just one. So all sorts of defense needed here on this inbounds play. Cougars run a zone here. Nobody on the ball. Ball on the inbounds. And yeah, Beaver has to foul right away because they weren't able to get the steal. And so Beaver creating a foul, which exactly is what needed to happen. This is her second foul tonight. And the coach wants to ice their own player. So Brindley Roberts goes to the free throw line, freshman. So their coach is trying to get some type of action going here on what his plan is after the shots. So he's trying to get them into something, calls just a 30-second timeout. Tough time. Going to be able to, tough to put a play in just 30 seconds. So Cougars with an opportunity here late. Regardless if she makes one or both of them, Cougars have an opportunity to at least tie the game if she makes both of them. 11 seconds is plenty of time if they're able to secure the rebound. Great. So Dorsch leans over to communicate something to the ref. Usually whenever they're doing that, they're trying to make them aware of something that they're going to be doing. Roberts no good on the first. 10.5 seconds left in the game. Roberts just short on the second, but Storm gets the rebound. Oh! So huge offensive rebound for Storm. And that's, tough. Tough. As Doris fouls out for the game. That is a tough foul. She made such a clutch three. But it was a big rebound. Big, huge rebound. So Storm rolls out as we got Lawrence checking in for the first time tonight. It's short, and that's no rim. And so that doesn't start the clock. So Cougars have an opportunity here. Okay, so they're bringing the ball up as they got the pressure. So Cougars have the opportunity here. 8 seconds on the clock is no time. That's little Lawrence. Oh, and Lawrence travels. So tough. So tough. Lawrence comes in and has to travel. Okay, now we got a foul. Oh, it's tough. Lawrence had just checked in the game for the first time after we have 3 players who fouled out for the night. Cougars had to foul quickly. So far, no damage done. Number 3 short. Cougars now just have less time to get the ball down the court to take that last second shot. Important rebound here. She makes the shot, but again, that's a little bit to our favor. Shots over to Beaver. Beaver sets up, shoots 3. No foul call. Jasper pulls away through the end. So Lady Cougars lose a close one tonight against the home Jasper Eagles by 2 points. So final score here in Jasper, Lady Eagles 47, Lady Cougars 45. Heartbreaking loss at the end after Cougars had the lead, just unable to finish the game. 3 players fouled out tonight for the Cougars. So definitely disappointing loss for the visiting Cougars. So we're full on in basketball season now, as there's multiple games, both for the boys and the girls, this week. So we'll be back later this week for more Lady Cougar basketball.